The night was breathing softly, like you knew we'd meet somehow. Your eyes were full of questions, mine was scared to speak out loud. Every word felt fragile, hanging gently in the air. But something in your silence said you understood me there. And in that fragile moment, when the world was standing still, I felt a door wide open, somewhere deep within my will, where your heart found mine, in the quiet, where no promises were said, just the rhythm of two souls, learning every word unsaid. In the hush between our breathing, in the calm before the dawn, love was right in our beginning, in a place where fear was gone. The piano played so slowly, like it knew our fragile truth. Every note a small confession of the tenderness in you. I had walked through lonely miles, through the echoes of my past, but the warmth within your presence felt like coming home at last. And when your hand brushed gently, like a spark across my skin, every guarded piece of me finally let the light come in, where your heart found mine, in the quiet, where no promises were said, just the rhythm of two souls, learning every word unsaid. In the hush between our breathing, in the calm before the dawn, love was right in our beginning, in a place where fear was gone. Maybe love is not the thunder, maybe it's the steady whisper, softly calling out your name. In the stillness we discover what forever might become, two imperfect hearts surrendering to a truth we couldn't run from, where your heart found mine, in the quiet, where the world just slipped away. In the space between two heartbeats, love was finding words to say. Through the shadows and the healing, through the tears we carried along, we became a single story, where two broken hearts belong. Now the silence feels like music every time you hold my hand, 'cause the quiet where you found me is where our forever began. wind, just a shadow and a light. Your laughter felt like music, softly dancing through the night. Every word was trembling, like a secret on the line. But the truth began to whisper in the space between your breath and mine. I never planned on falling, never thought I'd let you see all the fragile parts of someone I was scared that I could be. In the space between your breath and mine, something beautiful began, like a quiet constellation, drawing maps across our hands. In the pause between our heartbeats, where the world just fades away, love was finding gentle courage in the words we couldn't say. The night grew even softer, like the stars were leaning near. Every second felt like healing, every silence crystal clear. I had built my walls so high just to keep the pain away, but your eyes held something honest that made every fear give way. And when you leaned in closer, like the moment understood every lonely piece inside me, finally believed it could. In the space between your breath and mine, something beautiful began, like a quiet constellation, drawing maps across our hands. In the pause between our heartbeats, where the world just fades away, love was finding gentle courage in the words we couldn't say. Maybe love is just a whisper, moving slowly through the dark. Or maybe two uncertain strangers are just two unfinished hearts. But when your fingers found mine, every doubt was left behind. In the space between your breath and mine, I could finally feel the truth, like the dawn across the skyline, painting colors over blue. Through the silence and the longing, through the dreams we used to hide, we discovered something timeless, living softly deep inside. Now the air between us glows every time our hands align. Oh, because we once believed. In the space between your breath and mine. You didn't have to say it, I could hear it in your eyes. Every quiet little moment carried more than spoken lines. The way the night surrounded us like a shelter from the rain told a story I had waited for when your silence held my name. Every wall I built for years started slowly falling down when your gentle understanding turned my fears around. When your silence holds my name, I can hear 1,000 truths, like a melody of heartbeats singing softly through the room. In the calm between the echoes of the lives we used to know, love was growing in the quiet like a river running slow. Your presence felt like sunlight through the corners of my soul. Every scar that wants to find me didn't seem to take control. I had walked through endless nights looking for a place to stay, but the warmth inside your silence finally showed a safer way. And the moment that you touched me, every doubt began to fade. When your silence holds my name, I can hear 1,000 truths, like a melody of heartbeats singing softly through the room. In the calm between the echoes of the lives we used to know, love was growing in the quiet like a river running slow. Maybe words can sometimes fail us when the heart is speaking clear. Maybe love becomes the loudest when the silence brings us near. When your silence holds my name, every shadow disappears, like the sunrise through a window after endless hidden tears. Through the stillness and the healing, through the faith we never claimed, we became a quiet miracle when your silence held my name. And the world feels softer now every time I hear it the same, that gentle endless whisper. When your silence holds my name. It started like a whisper, barely louder than the rain. Two strangers in a heartbeat, standing quietly the same. Your smile felt familiar, like a song I used to know. And the rhythm of your laughter made a lonely feeling go. I never knew a moment could rewrite my history. It our hearts learned each other like two melodies aligned. Every doubt began to fade away, every shadow left behind. In the glow of something fragile, in the warmth of something true, I discovered what forever could begin to look like with you. The piano plays so gently, like it knew the path we take. Every note a quiet promise, every breath a chance to wake. I had wandered through the silence, looking for a place to land, but your love became the answer, written softly in your hand. And the second that you held me, I could finally understand. It was the moment our hearts learned each other like two melodies aligned. Every doubt began to fade away, every shadow left behind. In the glow of something fragile, in the warmth of something true, I discovered what forever could begin to look like with you. Maybe love is just a meeting of two stories incomplete, finding courage in the rhythm of another heartbeat. It was the moment our hearts learned each other, where the past could disappear, every broken piece of yesterday finally felt sincere. Through the wonder and the healing, through the light that guided through, we became a living promise in the love I found with you. And the memory still shines like a sky forever blue, of the moment our hearts learned each other, when I first looked into the night was softly breathing through the curtains in the dark. Every shadow in the silence held the beating of our hearts. You didn't need to promise, you didn't need to prove. Something deeper than the language was already moving through. And the quiet felt like shelter from the storms we used to know, where love stays even without words, where the truth is understood in the language of our breathing, in the way your hand feels good, when the silence turns to comfort and the darkness turns to gold. We discover something timeless, more than stories ever told. I remember every heartbeat, every fragile second there. How your eyes were softly shining, like a hope inside a prayer. All the roads that led to nowhere finally faded from my view. When the quiet in that moment turned my lonely world to you. And the warmth of your presence felt like something meant to stay. Where love stays even without words, where the truth is understood in the language of our breathing, in the way your hand feels good. When the silence turns to comfort and the darkness turns to gold, we discover something timeless, summertime, more than stories ever told. Maybe love is not a sentence, maybe love is just a sign. Two hearts slowly understanding, they were always intertwined. Where love stays even without words, where forever learns to start in the quiet revelation of a never-ending heart. Through the calm and through the healing, through the dreams we once ignored, we found everything we needed. Where love lives without a word, and the silence still reminds me every time our worlds align. Love was waiting patiently in the quiet all this time.